Hi everybody. One of the questions that I get asked when I go to speak in the churches that I go to and other places is what kind of person comes to work at a pregnancy center or volunteer at a pregnancy center. So I thought I would introduce you to a staff person that works at the Community Pregnancy Center, Jessica Secrest.
Currently my role is the center director, and what I do every morning is work on office tasks, follow up on emails, get ready for events that are coming up, and when our volunteers arrive, I help them throughout the day with going downstairs in our care closet, getting supplies for clients, making sure that they have what they need to service the clients that come in.
Mm-hmm. And you've been a real blessing to the center, and I did not know your story about your personal life and your history with one of your children. So do you want to tell that?
Well, at that time, our daughter was 4 months old when I found out I was pregnant again. And to be truthful, I think he was very unsupportive, and so were his parents. They thought it would be best if I didn't have the baby.
Okay. And how'd you feel about that?
Distraught.
So when the suggestion was made to you to possibly not keep the baby, what were your first thoughts?
I would say that my thoughts were why. The thought of terminating a pregnancy was never in my plans for my own life. I ended up going to a pregnancy center in Orlando for pregnancy testing. And thankfully it was a Christian-based organization. And I remember sitting in the office with a peer counselor crying and I remember sitting with a peer counselor crying, telling her that my husband wanted me to get an abortion. His parents were persuading me to get an abortion, and I felt helpless.
So you went ahead and went.
We had an appointment at Planned Parenthood, and I remember signing in. My husband and I sat down in the waiting area and waiting for me to be called back. I remember sitting there, and I remember just the air being really thick. I felt like I couldn't breathe, and I heard in the background vacuums going off and on. And it was at that moment I decided that regardless, I was going to have this child.
Okay. So then did you just stand up and walk out?
Yes, I did.
And then he came after you?
Yes. And I told him, with or without you, I'm going to have this baby. One thing that the pregnancy center did help with was a car seat. So I did attend a couple classes, and after I had completed the class, I earned baby bucks, and I was able to get a car seat. I definitely felt like I had someone in my corner, and that's really important.
So you had, your whole family that was around you was not in favor, but the pregnancy center was there for you?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you had a baby boy this time. So you had 2 girls and a boy, right?
Yes.
And what did you name him?
Nicholas.
Okay.
Yeah. He was born October 31st, 2000.
What kind of kid is he anyway?
Nicholas brought joy. As a child, Nick was always making jokes, always laughing. He always brightened up the room.
Do you remember the day he came to you and said, I want to join the armed services?
I didn't know that he was going to join the Marines. So
what did you think when he joined the Marines?
I was proud of him. There are times where I do meet with clients behind doors, in the counseling rooms, and that was the main reason why I wanted to be at the Community Pregnancy Center as a volunteer, because I wanted to make a difference, in a young girl's life and let her know that even though she's faced with having to make a decision of an abortion, I can use my testimony, my past, even if she's in a hard, broken relationship, that there is hope, that there is one that loves her unconditionally and will be there for her, and that she does have a plan and destiny, just like her child.